everyone. We're going to solve each equation and check our solution. We're using the properties of arithmetic and properties of equality. So we're going to get started with the first one. And for the first one, what I'm going to do is, like in the previous video, I'm going to use my commutative property of addition and reverse these two. That's a plus 3. So I'm going to write this as negative 2 times 5x minus 4 plus 3x. All right, and on this side, I'm going to go ahead and try. If you just have a negative there, all that means is negate everything inside. So you have this negative. So opposite of positive 2x is negative 2x. Opposite of negative 26 is plus 26. Do you see what I did there? I just negated this quantity. All right, let's clean up the left-hand side using the distributive property. Negative 10x plus 8. Don't forget to do both. Plus 3x. Let's clean up this side. This is 2x plus 26. All right, now let's clean up, simplify the right-hand side, or left-hand side. Negative 10x plus 3x. All right, now I'm going to use my addition property here of equality. And I'm also going to subtract 26 from both sides using my subtraction property. When you do that, you're going to get, let's see, this is going to be 0, and this part's going to be 0, 9x, and this is going to be negative 18. So what we get is negative 18 equals 9x. Now we're going to use our division property. Divide both sides by 9. So you get x equals negative 2. So that's your solution set. Now, next thing we're going to do is use our substitution property and plug negative 2 back into, you have to do your original equation. So let's plug in our solution set of negative 2. The substitution property says everywhere there's an x, I can replace it with negative 2. So everywhere there's an x, I'm replacing the x with negative 2. All right, so let's see if we can get this. Now we want to see if these two sides equal. So this little bit is negative 6. I'm going to put the minus 2 and take care of this. This is negative 10 minus 4, which is negative 14. All right, now this little bit is negative 8. And let's take minus, and let's take care of this part. This part is negative 4 minus 26, which is negative 30. So what we're going to have is negative 6 and negative 2 times negative 14 is positive 28. And on this side we have 8, negative 8, sorry. And you can actually put a 1 there. That's going to be a positive 30. Now we want to see if the sides equal. 80, you can use your commutative property, we can rewrite this as, make it easier, 30 minus 8. And we can write this side, the left side, is 28 minus 6. That makes it easier to read. That's the commutative property of addition. So 28 minus 6 is 22, and 30 minus 8 is 22. Since they both match, our solution set is -2. All right, the next one. Again, I'm going to use the commutative property and switch, this is positive, switch these around. Just make sure I don't make any mistakes. And on this side, I'm just going to negate this quantity because of this minus. So the negation of 3y is -3y. And the negation of positive 10 is -10. You're basically distributing a -1. Now let's clean up, simplify the left-hand side. You get -6y minus 18 plus 7y. And we can combine those two. That's 2y minus 10. And one more time. -6y plus 7y is just y. Or you could say, over here you could use the commutative property and do 7y minus 6y minus 18. All right. Then we have 2y minus 10. I'm going to subtract, using the subtraction property of equality, y. I'm going to use the addition property to add 10. So we get 0 minus 8 equals y plus 0. Therefore, 0 equals -8. Y equals -8. Or our solution set is -8. Now we have to check our solution. So I'm going to write -8 here. The substitution property states that I can replace every y with -8. You have to use your original equation. Okay, got everything taken care of. Now let's simplify this side. So this is -56. We're going to put the -3 and take care of this part. This is -16 plus 6 is -10. All right. This side we get -40. I'm going to go ahead and put my minus sign here. And this little bit in here, this quantity, is -24 plus 10. And that equals -14. Okay? Now, on the left-hand side, we have -56. And we take care of this. This will be -3 times -10. And that is +30. And here we have -40. And negative times a negative is +14. So we have -56 plus 30. That's going to be, if you want, you can use your commutative property and say 30 minus 56, if that helps. 14 minus 40. Since you know the smaller number is positive, you know this is going to be negative. So this is -26. And this equals -26. Since they match, that means our solution set is indeed -8. And one real quick note, this one right here and this You could have used the commutative property and wrote this as negative 3 times negative 10 minus 56 equals negative times negative 14 minus 40. It makes it a little easier because right away you can see that that's 30, and you can see that this is 14. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.